Hey, Ron.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm fantastic. It's toasty though.
It's actually
It's
nice
already,
today.
huh?
It's really nice here today. I think it's like 75.
Yeah, I put it's 98 here. I was going to open the doors. Christine says, I'll take my 73. I don't blame you a bit. It was nice this morning. I knew it was going to heat up today though. But, it is what it is. So,
Yep.
hello, everyone.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, Jody P. Christine.
Yeah. Smiley, Jorge.
Really?
I know Gil's like way back there in the chat, and so is
Oh, is
Don.
he?
Hello, you too.
Oh, hello.
Shiny side up, Gil. Yep, Shirley, howdy. Jody, hello. Yeah,
We're in rain
so
there.
cool. Another beautiful Thursday. So it's hot. It is what it is. The breeze is blowing. The sun is shining. The boys is chirping.
And the fish is swimming in the tank.
Yep. Yeah.
And the fish are there swimming, thank goodness, instead of flying.
Yeah. Flying fish.
Yeah, right?
57 in London. I would expect nothing less.
Oh,
I
57.
know when it's like mid to high 80s, what those infrequent times, UK just shuts down. I was watching a fish shop mat once, and I guess it was last summer. It got really hot, a little bit of a heat wave, and they just pretty much closed all their doors. Nobody's ready for that. I don't have a napkin, and I've got coffee in my face. I got to get a napkin. So, Smiley, how are you? And Jorge, how are you?
Hello, Jorge. Somebody's sending me a message here. They're saying, why do you use the scientific name for those fish? What about the common name? There is no common name.
Yeah, it's not uncommon. Hi, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was true.
There's no common name. It's just the Ivanacara bimaculata. That's the name of it.
Yeah, that was true with plants too. I used to teach plant ID. I did that for almost 20 years. And he actually was kind of a former student and former colleague. And he taught me this phrase, instead of common names, because there really is nothing common about them. A lot of times common names are regional. It depends where you are in the country, particularly with plants. And I imagine that's probably true with fish too. So he taught me the phrase non-standard name, and I really kind of fell into that. I think that's a great, really great way to put it, because there's nothing standard about that name. They're not standardized across any board. The only place that I can think of in any of the sciences is in pest control. They actually use the common names. When you read pesticide labels, they're listed by the common names, not the scientific names. And I thought, well, that's interesting. Yeah. Binomial nomenclature. Yes, be specific. Yeah, it's true. Only that N should be a lowercase n, Don.
Yep. It could be like the Guyana Acara or something like that.
Yeah. And then, we see this all the time. And especially, I think, more recently with the corridors, a lot of them have been reclassified. New genuses, new genera, new first scientific name. Yes, I'm Gabe. I know. Yeah.
Gabe. Now,
wait a minute. Comma and uppercase R. So, yeah, you need that Oxford comma, right?
He calls you Gabe, doesn't he? I
that goes back. What's up, Brenton? I think once upon a time, I guess. Yeah. Once upon a time, I think he accidentally called me Gabe. And when he was replying to one of my, videos or something. And so, that's all fine and good, but it's Ron. So I've been Ron Gabe ever since. And I'm all right with that.
Brenton Lightcap's here.
Yes, he is.
Hey, Brenton.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So anyway, my 2 cents on that. But, we do see that the taxonomists constantly reclassifying stuff. I guess because the science gets, more sciencey. How's that for technical? Where they have gotten deeper into the genetics and realized that this is not related to this anymore. So
It is good to know the scientific name because it,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why I pushed it in my plant ID classes, because if you push it in the plant ID class, if you push it with plants, ideally, if you call it by the scientific name, you should always get the plant you're looking for. But, there's, what was the one? I'm trying to remember. Dusty Miller was like a bedding plant, a seasonal bedding plant. And there's a half a dozen plants called Dusty Miller. Which one did you want? So that's where it comes down to. It's got almost 40 breeder for free, but the top trim.
all the black trim on the top was cut off, or
Oh,
it should still be
for
good.
reptiles. Yeah. Be careful with that. I got a breeder tank once, and it could have been on me. I put it out on the front walk, and I put a couple pieces of wood on it to get it up off the concrete, and I may have not balanced it correctly, but the next morning the bottom had shattered out. So it was a reptile tank, I think, but just keep an eye on that. Water test it outside on a good hard flat surface. If it holds water, you're good. But that's a nice size tank. I like those 40 breeders.
Oh yeah.
So wait, who's got a Cara? Shirley's got a Cara?
She's got some Acaras too, and she found out they're the same kind that I have.
They're not the electric blue Acara.
Well, she has those too.
Oh.
But she got some new dwarf Acaras that they're the bimaculata the same.
Oh, all right. I was watching an Adrian's, what the hell's his name? Adrian's Fish Room this morning. Video's been out a few days now. And he's helping his neighbor set up a really beautiful 6-foot tank in his living room. And he moved these two beautiful big electric blue Acara in there. And I think I've mentioned it half a dozen times or so that they've had them at PetSmart. They're $20 a piece. I found them online at Shirley's favorite place. $11.99 or $11, $12 a piece in pairs. So it's like, God, $8 a piece cheaper than PetSmart. And then, so I was thinking about getting 6 of them and do the overnight
picture in Messenger just to answer your question.
Yeah, do the overnight shipping on them. Let's see, are the Walmart? You know what? I looked at my Walmart, Don. They're not available here.
I just sent them David just had that delivered for free today. It's like $49.95 for it.
Probably through Instacart or something, or it may have been Walmart that delivered it. I've had both Instacart and Walmart deliver stuff here, but I looked at our Walmart here, no go, not here.
Oh wow, I gotta check mine out. I think David checked my Walmart last night and they were out of stock.
I didn't even get an out of stock. No such thing.
Wow.
So I don't know where I'd put one anyway. Kathy would shit if I came, had him deliver a big tank like that. There's no room in the garage for it. So I don't know what you're looking around like I got room.
I don't know where
I should have it delivered there. Is that what you're telling me?
It's so cramped down here. I don't know if I could make it or not.
God.
Oh.
Wow. Wait, is Richard here?
Who's that?
Richard. Richard's in the chat.
Reynolds,
Richard, did your shrimp show up?
Oh, that's right.
We were supposed to get there today. How you doing?
Let's see if they showed up. Oh, I'll probably let David talk about it, but they showed up for Jonathan. Wow, what a fiasco!
Bottom of the list. Really? I didn't see. I'll look again. Okay, let's see. Let's try it again. I'll let it load. 55-gallon aquarium starter kit. That's what I'm looking for. All the way to the bottom. You want to see what I'm looking at?
Sure.
There we go. This is all the way to the bottom. I could be staring right at it and not seeing it.
Is this Walmart?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Where's the tanks at? They have.
Well, I searched up at the top here, 55 gallons aquarium starter kit. Should it be with stand?
No, there's no stand with it.
Okay, good.
No stand
right.
with it. No, I mean
I'm
for
not-
$49.95, what do you expect? I mean, you get a
Yeah.
aquarium, a power filter. That
Oh,
filter,
yeah.
the filter probably cost almost that much by itself.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, all right. Keep me posted, Richard. I think I remember somebody said that, maybe it's FedEx, delivers live stuff first thing in the day. I love this one here, this big, tall corner unit.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun. You have to get into it to do it. There's a black one too. I'm not sure which one I like better. Huh. Kind of sexy. This is cool, the low one.
How many gallons is it?
This one, the short one's 124. Well, they both are. Oh, maybe it's just perspective. I don't know.
Yeah, same
$2,600.
Same price, just different color.
Yeah. So, did I miss it?
I don't know. I'm going to look up on mine though.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You can take the that's for the 531. You can take the ticker off if you want to, Ron. That was for the auction last Saturday.
Oh, all right, I will.
That's okay. I'm going to go and look at
I'll
mine.
change the date.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Next one's
All right.
June 21st.
Okay, good.
I'm going to check my Walmart. Now, when you get into Walmart, what section do you go in? Is it Pet and Garden, right?
I didn't go that way. I just hit the search and I put in 55-gallon aquarium starter kit. So you can try it that way. Maybe that's what I needed to do. And you said what, 621?
621, yep. I'm over here now.
There it is.
Pets. Let's go to pets.
Yeah.
Pet savings, shop all pets.
I got a few 55s, but not my favorite. It's the same size footprint as the 75. Is that right?
55? No, it's 4 feet long, but it's only like 13 inches wide.
Oh, it's okay.
75 is 18 and a half.
All right.
Got to scroll my way down through all these other pets before I get.
Chris, I'm sorry. Yeah. Chris, I still owe you a view on your fish spawning. Thanks for the face or the messenger link.
Oh, 55 gallon tank, stand, outlets. Okay, that's just the stand. I'm trying to find the aquariums though.
Christine's gotten all kinds of rain. We haven't seen rain. Night before last, we were heading back from La Quinta, the south end of us, looking north, black, lightning. We never got any. I was really hoping, good storm. Little thunder, little lightning, a lot of rain, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
No such luck. Jorge, I'm going to need to talk to you. I might need some more of those least keely fish.
Yeah.
That my population, they kept spawning and they still, I think I think the population slowly diminished over the last, year since I got them. Population never grew very big, but there was always males and females. And now it seems like they're just a few small, like maybe 3 small females. I'm not sure. I think they need a bigger.
$55 for mine either.
Say it again, Jeff. I don't know. It must be something I said. He'll find his way back in. Branton, Ron, I'll trade you up some least keelies for some. You know what, Branton? I am just about out of the orange shrimp. I gave the last to Richard. Once I've got some, I'll take you up on that. So I'm trying to get that population back up. But yes, all right. I'll take you up on that.
I hit the wrong button. I knocked myself
I
out.
thought so.
There's no 55s
Yeah.
at Walmart, let alone anything on sale.
Yeah,
Mine anyway.
And that's where he got it, was Walmart, huh?
I think so. I believe so. I'll ask him.
Oh, all right. I'll try that again, Brandon. Control ST. Did you know that? Control ST will bring up your last window.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't have a next. All right, let me try this another way. Just aquariums.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I typed in aquariums. It brought a bunch up, but they're all like 5 and 10s, and the mother.
Yeah. 10-gallon starter kit for $100.
Yeah, see?
Boy, that must be gold.
Right?
No kidding, huh?
Yeah.
Here's a 10-gallon aquaculture transparent glass. That's nice because opaque glass would not be much fun.
No.
It's just, may as well go to Target and get a storage bin. What's that? A home betta tank. Doesn't say how many gallons, but I like it. All right, let's see. $34 for an Aqueon 10. I'm pretty sure one reason aquariums have gotten so damn expensive is fuel costs, because there's a lot of fuel used in making glass, a lot of heat energy. So, all right, here I'm hitting next. Oh, I should have you guys here. Hang on, let me. You couldn't see any of that. Should I go back? Start over.
So they're finding them on theirs, right?
Apparently, this is that betta tank. I kind of like that.
It looks like a 20-gallon.
It looks like it, yeah.
It really does. That's a pretty good deal. $24.
It's interesting. It's got this like weird top that gives you almost bog-like or whatever. Yeah, really. But it doesn't say. I'm not seeing how many gallons. Am I missing it?
There's more than one page says, dang you, hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
Let's just head to the bottom here. This is the race to the bottom. I should be good at that. I live in California. That's what we do. All right. I'm on the next page. Holy crap. $39 for an Aqueon rimless 2.5-gallon tank. Be a nice little betta tank. $1,375 for a 172-gallon pond right here. That's kind of nice. Kind of pricey. I really like your ponds, Christine. All right, I see Branton's. Was that a message from you to look in the chat? Yeah, right. Got it. All right. All right, I just pulled up that the link. So
Google 55 starter kit, and it'll come up according to Shirley.
Oh, all right. And how much is it supposed to be?
$49.95
for the 59-gallon.
55-gallon kit.
Or $50.
$49.95.
Well, that's $50.
Yeah, I'm just being.
At the bottom.
You can't even buy a 29-gallon on sale at Petco for that price anymore.
No, let alone have all the stuff in it.
Oh, no, exactly. David just had his delivered today, right at his.
There we go, 55-gallon. Oh, stand. No, never mind. Look at how much it is for a glass tops. $50.
But that comes with its own top also.
Yeah, these are the kind of filters I used to use. These under. Wait, why aren't you seeing this? Oh, because this is the. Oh, geez, never mind. I'm not keeping up today, obviously.
I'm trying to. Let's see
Yeah,
here.
I used to use these under gravels, sub sands, whatever.
They've got about 2 hours from me, and I don't have a way to get it. And they're out
Who's that?
for delivery or just out of stock, period.
Who's that?
Shirley says, and they're out of stock for delivery. But if they're in stock for non-delivery, that's still a good deal. It's less than $1 a gallon.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 hour drive
Yeah, it's worth it.
each way, surely, or 2 hours back and forth.
It's less than $1. Yeah, it's less than $1 a gallon, Don. That's a really good deal.
Yeah, it is.
Wait a minute, was that a 55 down? Wait a minute.
You know, when I clicked on that link, Brent, it's not here.
Is there another page?
No. No.
No other page. Okay.
No. All right, I'm going to try. Who suggests that? Google it.
Yeah, Google it and see what happens. 55 starter kit sale. I'm going to try that too.
Walmart, 122. Oh, that's 29 gallon. Jeez. Aquaculture Walmart, out of stock.
That 122 for the 29, is that a complete kit?
Sorry, this item's out of stock. Of course it is for that price. 50
So for
bucks.
122 on the 29, is that a kit, Ron, or is that just the tank?
It says starter kit.
Oh, so it's got the hood and light and the filter and heater.
Right. Oh, okay. So for shipping, it's out of stock. For local pickup, delivery's not available. The pickup, check nearby stores. Not available anywhere. There's like 7 nearby stores. They're all not available. So it's gone.
I know Lance bought 2 of them where he's at. Because David told him about it on the live stream, and he went.
Oh, yeah.
There were 2 in stock, and he bought both of them right there on the spot.
Oh, yeah. Just went online and bought them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bought them online and had them delivered.
Yeah, stands, 2x4s, and I did Google that, Shirley. I think you just saw it, and they're out of stock at all. They were out of stock for delivery. They were out of stock for shipping, and it said check for local stores. Also, all gone. So.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal for a new tank.
No. And yeah, you can build an aquarium stand with, either cinder blocks and 2x4s or all 2x4s for pretty damn cheap.
I got my 55 kit from PetSmart, and it was to me, it was a good deal. It has the complete kit with the hood and light, the hang-on back filter, heater, came with a net, and a thermometer.
Was she there?
And thermometer for it was $100. It was 106 with with Michigan State income tax.
Sure, sales tax. Yeah. Yep. That just went right by, didn't it? The Annette joke.
What's that?
Well, you got it with Annette, and I said, was she there?
Oh yeah, no, I didn't hear that.
Probably just as well.
But anyway, $106. I thought it was a great. Still doing good for me. It's got the black silicone though. I prefer the clear. But that tank, the top fin one, the glass is much thicker.
Yeah.
It weighs more than the 75-gallon Equions do, I can tell you that.
Yeah. And, that's why it's black. I've heard that's the reason for the black silicone. When you get thicker glass, it looks better. So I don't know if that's true, and I don't know if that's just preference, but it makes sense. And I think my 75 is black. It's an Aquion 75. I'm pretty sure it's black silicone.
Oh, really? I've never seen a black.
I have to go look real quick to tell you the truth.
Oh yeah, I've never seen an Aquion with anything but clear, but I'm sure it's a possibility.
You want to give me a minute? I'll go look.
It's up to you, Ron. If you want to, you can go check.
Tell you what, I'll go get a bottle of Pellegrino in a bit, and if I remember.
Where would you see it at, though? Does it say? I think it says under the glass.
No. You just look between the panes where they come together, right?
Real? No, I've never seen that.
Black silicone or clear silicone would be right where the panes come together.
Well, no, I'm just saying that if it's Aqueon,
Obviously clear.
Right.
20 gallon, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure my 70. I'm going to go look. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's definitely aggravating, isn't it? I wish they had those for sale, though. I mean, I got mine for $100, and that was 106. That's still a good deal at that, even. But this is over, twice as cheap. Well, I just bought one. Did ya? Nice, Branton. Excellent. They're going to deliver it to your home. That's great. I didn't even see where it was for sale. I mean, how long is the sale on for? Does it say? I'm just wondering how much that is. Is the channel sponsored by Pellegrino? No. I don't think so. Free delivery. Wow, Branton. Congratulations on that. That's a great deal. I can find them. I can't find them on Walmart. I was looking for them. Oh, you can find them, Jody? 52.72 for a 55-gallon kit delivered tomorrow. Wow. That is a great deal, Branton. Congratulations.
Yeah, I just saw his messenger come through. Nicely done, pal.
You just bought one, having it delivered tomorrow.
Yeah. Buy all you can.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah. Can you get 10?
How many were in stock did it say, Branton?
It's funny how they're just kind of localized.
Well, I think if they're in Pennsylvania, in Wisconsin, I'm like right between it and Michigan. They should be in my region too.
Well, it's already sold out.
There were 2 in stock. That's exactly what David said when he got his.
Right.
And Lance had 2 in stock, and he bought both of them. That's what he said. He was telling David he's buying both of them. Wow.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Oh, he had to go up to the Walmart one town over.
Walmart, Bullhead City. Bullhead City, Arizona. All right, now let's try it. Yep. All right, so it is a 55-gallon aquarium starter kit. Yeah, nope. Also no. Be a 4-hour drive one way to go get it, but what the hell, we could go see the kid. Once again, though, Kathy would have a conniption. So. All right. So anyway, let me see if I can pull these up. It is black silicone. Oh, I got to open Dropbox on desktop. My computer crashed again this morning. I was actually looking at new computers yesterday or day before. I got to get a new computer.
Oh, what is this now? 55-gallon fish tank stand with power outlets.
Where are you? There you are.
I'm looking at this here. Stand tank with power outlet.
Oh, that looks like hell.
I'm looking here. Here's a Tetra one for $85.99.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yep, 55-gallon starter. That's at Walmart for
Yeah.
$85.99. That's still a pretty good deal for the whole kit.
Right.
But I'm looking for that other one. Oh, here we go.
Thinking about buying the other one. And,
$109.
yeah, absolutely, Brent. Yeah.
This one's $109, which is still a good deal.
Yeah, you may or may not have to sit on it for a little bit, but I'll bet you could. And if you can't, well, now you got two of them. You can set them both up.
Well, go back here and take a look. I'm trying to find it.
COD, Don, you got me. Cost of delivery? That's all I got.
All fish tanks.
Yeah, so my 75 is black silicone.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, and one thing also that I have noticed, and this is a lousy shot of the end of it, but it's black in there. Let me go to the side. It's black. And it's not rolled out like it is on the smaller tanks. It's just butted because it's thick glass. It's just between the, the end pane and the next pane and the side of the front pane. But it is black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
10-gallon starter kit. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Cash on delivery, yeah. COD. Oh, of course. Don't mind me.
Still looking here. I'm not seeing
But this is cash before delivery. And I mean, you bought and paid for it online, Brenton. Yeah, it does that too, Don. Yes. Yeah.
Yep. No, I'm not finding it on mine either, Ron.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad.
Nope, not on mine. Nope. Black silicone helps hide the algae.
Yeah. Yeah. For the thickness of the glass, I like the look. I don't know that I've ever seen a big thick one like that.
You got cash back on a card too, even.
Huh?
Brandon says, "Yeah, I paid with my card and got cash back." Wow. You got an extra great deal, Brandon.
Oh, so there you go. Yeah. One time I bought a bunch of aquariums from Petco and online, and Instacart delivered, and I got a rebate for that. So I got this big, huge free delivery plus a refund for the free delivery. And they were on like half off. So they were 520 gallons and 229 gallons.
Wow. Oh, you use the black silicone.
Yeah.
I've never resealed the tank yet. I'm going to do. I got two 40-gallon breeders to do.
Yeah. Well, unless you're taking them apart, I mean, you've already got clear in between. So surely you're just like resealing in the corner, yeah? Yeah. So cash back on the card.
There's a lot of videos on resealing a tank. They just show you the whole process. You got to clean all the silicone out, and you have to wash it down with isopropyl alcohol and a bunch of other stuff. And then when you go around and run the beads, you got to be really quick about getting them up there and get it.
Right. Hi, June.
Right.
Yeah. One of the best ones I'd seen was a guy making new custom aquariums, and he was in Turkey. And man, these things were nice tanks. They had the I guess it's like a built-in sump in the back, with the black glass, or on one end for a peninsula tank. Oh, how cool. I'll check that one out. So I'm guessing that was already all black. Yeah, he is crazy good. Yeah. So I'm guessing, Shirley, your 125 was already all black in between the glass.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that guy is just amazing. I haven't seen anything from them in a long time because I don't know, it fell off my feet or whatever. But I wonder, there were a couple really massive earthquakes there about a year and a half or so ago, and I wonder if like they were in that area. God, I hope not. So
I remember when that happened, it was on her very first live stream, and she doing a whole complete decor on it. She was doing everything, and everybody was,
how cool.
she was letting her know, do this, put the plant there, just
Yeah.
and got it all filled up, and then it started leaking.
Clear on that one. Okay.
125 gallons. All over the place. And she was like, what? That had to have been very stressful.
Yeah, I agree, Brent. I think it's a really clean look. It does make it look like it's a picture frame, like it's matted in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, and that's a big deal, yeah. I don't know how I'd take it if I had to actually take a tank apart and put it back together. I don't have, well, one thing you got to do is have the workspace, big flat surface, ideally carpeted, to protect the glass from even just little bits of grit on the plywood or whatever, if you've got a big flat surface. Not something I'd want to do on the kitchen table. I want to live to see another day. So, we went through hell trying to get that table we got. Oh my God.
I often wondered about that. She says that it was the seals, not between the glass, but if you sealing all the way up through in the inside and it's completely covered, it should hold the water.
Should hold the water, but will it hold the pressure? I mean, if that seal's broken between the glass up here, better. If that seal's broken in between, that's what's stopping the pressure from pushing it out, I would think.
Either that or maybe one of the braces were loose or something or cracked.
Yeah. Oh, you did buy it?
Those braces are in place up top and at the bottom to keep everything held together.
Yeah. With this tank, the one, Brent, or did you buy the second one?
What should I do with this tank? Put fish in it. Put fish in it, Branton. I told you that makes 30. That makes 39. You got one more to go to hit even 40. Remember, I was talking to you about that.
Serious, nice. How about a really nice aquascape? Just a mix of nano fish and a really nice aquascape. The other way around. A really nice aquascape and lots of plants. And a bunch of schools and shoals of nanofish, cories on the bottom, a big sand area in the front where the cories can come out and play. Doesn't go between. Yeah, you have to put your own layer, but yeah. Yeah, the only tank I really did reseal was the corners. The inside corners was all rough and coming out. So I cut that out. What was between the glass looked okay, so I left that. It was also a small enough tank. So it was, I think, 8.5 gallons. So, not a lot of water pressure pushing on that one. So.
Let's see here. Oh, Shirley's saying have it delivered to her in Washington State. Right. Not from Wisconsin, you won't.
Yeah, you'd have to have FedEx pick it up at the store and bring it to you. You could probably buy 3 of them for that. Maybe, I don't know. Might be cheap enough. Or UPS, have UPS do it.
Moving fish to ponds. Oh, wow. How does everyone go about acclimating them outside?
I'm sorry, what?
Jody's asking, she's getting ready to move fish outside. I'll put it up here.
Oh.
I'm getting ready to move some fish to the ponds. How does everyone go about acclimating them outside? Just temperature acclimate and then dump?
That's all I did.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what I would do.
Yeah, with my Medaka rice fish, I floated the bags and just cut them loose. And then the plecos, those plecosauruses that I put in the tub, I think they were in a big 4-cup measuring cup. and I just hung that on the side and let them sit in there for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, and then dumped them in. I assume they're still there because the algae's all gone. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask, what fish are you putting out there, Jody?
A nervous Nelly. Just, the old Nike thing, just do it. Maybe do them in the afternoon, evening, after the heat of the day. Do you have heat of the day right now, or still cool? So, maybe do it later in the afternoon or first thing in the morning. Just,
Doing tubs here in Michigan are really hard. I tried doing one. It gets so hot in the summertime, and at night it can get down to like 50.
Yeah.
Really goes from one extreme to another here.
Right.
Rice fish, melanistic gambusia. Oh, and longfin white clouds. Oh, that's a nice combination. Very cool. Hey, Melvin.
All in different tubs, Jody? Doesn't David have longfin white clouds? Hi, Melvin. I know he had white clouds where they spawning, and I can't remember. I think they were the longfin white clouds also. Yeah, what a perfect day to do it. Cool, rainy. Come back and let us know after you've done it. Go do it now. At least, and how many tubs? Yeah, different tubs. Yeah. So go do one.
See, that's what I was thinking, getting one of those big tubs down here.
Yeah.
Like one of those Rubbermaid tubs.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was to do that, I'd just get another aquarium, like an aquarium. Just I like the ponds, but I had one, like I said, and it didn't work for me.
Right. And instead of moving the whole population, maybe just move part of a population. Like if you've got a dozen of those longfin white clouds, maybe move 6. And then you can move the other 6 in a day or two if they look like they've done all right. It's a big 90-gallon above ground glass pond. Oh, wait, that's yours, Shirley. Yeah.
Oh, your 90-gallon tank. Yeah.
Yeah. Big pond. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for another couple
How
weeks.
big is that pond you have?
What?
How big is your tub out there?
100 gallon.
100 gallon?
Made 100 gallon agricultural tubs.
Nice.
It's
Hey,
about,
Glenn from GB Shrimp. Hey, Glenn, how you doing, mate?
oh, hi, Glenn. It's about 2 foot wide, 4 foot long, and about 2 foot high. About. I have a crap load of rice fish.
Yeah.
Then move half the crap load. Just move half a crap load of rice fish and see how they do. And in a couple days, I like the idea of getting some bamboo shrimp too. And then in a couple days, move the rest if you're going to move them all out. Or just leave some behind for indoors too, unless you want to clear the tank. I get that. I'm changing my plans now. I've got that tank that I cleaned out in the garage that I was going to move the Mickey Mouse platies into. And then and the ones that the Mickey Mouse platies are in, I'm going to put the Panda Cories in, the Blue Dream shrimp, what's left of them. I don't know what the hell happened to the colony. And then now I think what I'm going to do, instead of moving the Mickey Mouse platies in there, that was my quarantine tank. I'm going to use it for a quarantine tank again and get 6 of those electric blue Acara. And then after they're quarantined, I'll put them in the 75 with the angelfish and the Cories and the lamp-eye tetras. No, they're not lamp-eye tetras. Buenos Aires tetras and black skirt tetras. And hopefully they'll play well together. And maybe eventually the electric blue Acaras will spawn. Might have to move a couple out, maybe if I can get a pair. But I figure with 6, I should get at least a pair,
Mm-hmm.
And they're gorgeous fish. Wait, I did have a Dojo Loach in there, but it was freaking out all the other fish. So what'd you do with it? Did you trade him in for somebody more cooperative?
They get pretty good size, the dojos, don't they? Like 7 or 8 inches long or something?
That's a big fish then.
Mm-hmm.
Are they in the realm of eating other fish if it can fit? One of those kind of fish. So my mom in Arkansas to go with her goldfish. Oh, very cool. Yeah. Oh, well, that's cool.
Now, are they outside or the inside? The goldfish.
Shirley's mom's goldfish?
I heard mom has goldfish. She sent it to her mom.
Yes, yeah.
I'm just wondering if it's outside. You have to come in the wintertime, probably.
Yeah, in Arkansas, that's probably cold enough there. Well, it depends on how big. They're in a pond or a tub outside, depending on how big and how deep it is. So if it freezes over, I don't know about the dogs. You never get it back out, not in a pond. But I don't know.
Oh, they're inside.
Oh, they're inside. Yeah, yeah. What?
Yeah.
Ring, ring, ring. Oh, there's motion at my front door. Oh, delivery.
Oh, you got a delivery, all right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I got a new puzzle this morning.
Oh, you got a what? A puzzle?
A new puzzle. I like jigsaw puzzles.
Kathy does too.
Yeah, I like those. And what's that? It's hot there. Yeah, they're in a 75-gallon. It's hot here. Hang on.
75 gallon. Okay. Does she have the fancy goldfish, Shirley, or are they the regular like comets and stuff like that, Sarasas and whatnot? I know they get pretty good size. Dojo can live under ice. Wow, I didn't know that. I thought they were from a tropical region. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, they're feeder goldfish. Okay, so they're the little comets. He'll be right back, Branton. He went out he got a delivery. Repercussion of late shipping. As long as you don't, in the buyer agreement, it's no file. Oh, okay, that's good to know. That's really good.
Yeah.
He's talking about the fish on eBay that if you let them know that no repercussion for being late.
Yeah.
I think you have to mention that though. Don't you, Branton? You have to mention that.
I've gotten my description for fish that I usually ship Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and then you can change. There's a setting how long, a numerical setting, how many days before you ship. So everything I have in my regular eBay store all ships the next day. And that gets you top rated seller, all that crap. But for fish and shrimp, I think for shrimp, I don't remember what I put, 3 days. I'll ship within a 3-day period. Fish, I would ship within a 7-day period because that allows me to get to the following Monday if I get an order anytime else, during the week. Gives me some leverage, some leeway. So. Tomato rice fish can live under ice. Yeah, because don't they also live in the rice paddies in Japan, Glenn? Isn't that where they're kind of from? Help keep the mosquito population down.
They need water temperatures in the 65 to 75 degree range, which may limit the number of possible tank mates, provide them with softer substrate because they like to burrow, sand, aquarium, gravel, or rounded, which should suffice.
Huh.
65 to 75, well, but let's see here.
Fran, I got to ask you some questions about that. We'll have to get back to each other on that later.
Yeah, Well, I guess if it's 65, far enough down, I bet it would be all right, but, that's weird. We have hard winters here in Michigan, I know that.
Yeah.
Really bad. Of course, if Chris is still there up in Canada, he's got the worst.
Oh my God, he looks like he had a real fun winter. I'm being sarcastic, right?
It's like a snowpocalypse.
They had a rough one this year, it looks like. Not chancing the fish outside over the winter now.
Oh, yeah.
My rice fish survived over the winter. pretty much just hung out. Water temperatures down to I guess about 50. And then now I've got a tub full of fry. Wait, split when it's minus 40? Yeah, that's pretty damn cold. The tanks would split. Yeah, oh, so are they the Rubbermaid tanks also, Jody? I mean, theoretically, the ice should push up, but yeah, probably not. It's going to, yeah, probably best to drain them. Yeah. Once you got a barn, you can just drag them all in.
Yeah, you don't get to minus 40 or 50 around like she does.
No kidding. I couldn't imagine that.
We get down pretty cold, though. We've been down to like minus, I remember we've been down as low as minus 32.
Yeah. That's freaking cold. Yeah, when I lived in Lake Tahoe, it never got that cold. Even, more snow you got, the more stable the temperature stayed. Wet and Wild really can get cold, but no, yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll record cold for this area. Probably mid 20s once in 1948. I don't have a clue, but I mean, it's rare. Record low for Palm Desert, California.
Wow, minus 65 there once. Whew.
Where?
In Wisconsin.
Oh, geez, Jeff.
That's like Alaska weather. Minus 65. It's cold.
Where you can't go out. I mean, your face would freeze off. Oh, does it? No, what? No, just
that is bad. Too cold for me. I'll tell you what, though, I'm really at the point right now where I am very much disliking winter. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, here we are. We're just now into June, and we're already thinking about it because it's so terrible. I hate that. I hate that. I do it all the time. I look so far in the future, I just can't miss what's happening today. That's what the problem is.
I keep sort of finagling with Kathy. We should move to Florida. What the hell? I mean, they're supposed to have a great retirement community. We're retired. So
you know what? That might be good. I tell you what, getting out of California is a plus anyway, I think.
It's getting there more and more. Well, it's like you'd think they'd start to straighten it out. And
have they?
With Governor Newsom, I don't know if they'll ever. He's a lame duck, fortunately. So, but they're just going to elect more of the same crap. So, and I keep hearing all these wonderful details about, the homeless population and one of the highest. I think we have the fourth highest tax rate in the country. That's not something to brag about. And there's just a lot of shit that there's still this mass exodus from California to other states. I got frostbite. Yeah, wow.
Burmese mountain dog with rubbing minus 50. That jerk wouldn't go potty unless somebody was out there with him. Guess who got volunteered? Oh man. Oh, yeah. Lucky you, Jody.
That's funny. Poop monitor.
What does think? You take a hockey stick out there and use it as a puck after
Yeah, really.
By the time it hit the ground.
Oh my God, yeah, frozen solid.
Oh, it would be.
Yeah. Dog pies instead of cow pies.
Oh yeah, frostbite and snowmobiling.
Wow. Yeah.
We did a lot of snowmobiling in our younger days, me and my brother, and that was fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, that was not something that we did in Southern California.
No. But I tell you what, it is fun though. That's one thing I can say is from the northern states.
I almost got killed on a toboggan one time. We were not in Southern California, up in the mountains. I think it was probably Lake Tahoe. I lived up there for a little while,
To see
I
what
liked it up there.
Glenn says they get a half an inch of snow in London. The whole country comes to a halt. Wow.
That's funny.
Melvin liked that. It's a hockey night. They call it the yuck puck. Melvin.
The yuck puck, yeah.
The yuck puck. Slime before.
Holy shit. I'm just going down the list here for electric
What
blue.
is slime mold? I've never heard of slime. I've seen you slime mold.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen it underwater, though. That was cool. I've got some in the plastic tubs that you buy at the grocery store, the top peels off with lettuce or spinach, greens, whatever. I've got some with some potting soil, and I think it's Bacopa or Monte Carlo growing in little plugs on that. And there's a slime mold. They move around. They kind of travel. The UTVs.
I'm going to look it up here. Slime mold.
Not a clue.
Slime mold fungi? Let's see here.
It's yeah.
Oh, slime. Oh, wow. Here it is. Slime mold. It's kind of like
I think
orange.
there's a bunch of different kinds.
It's Myoxomycetes. Myoxomycetes. Huh. It looks like it's saltwater stuff. Slime mold. Slime mold on mulch. Oh, that's on mulch. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've got in the garage.
But we're talking about in aquariums. In aquariums.
Yeah, I've never seen it underwater.
Let's take a look. Oh, here we go. Oh, you know what? That looks like blackbeard algae, but it's before it turns black, it's green, right? Want me to share this one again?
Yeah, please.
All right. Okay, let me come back here. Present. Share screen. Share screen. Slime mold fungi in aquariums. Wow. It looks like blackbeard algae if it's green, like a green beard algae. Doesn't it look like that? Can you see it? Or I didn't add it yet, did I? There we go.
Yeah, I see you've added something.
There it is.
Huh.
Doesn't that look like to me it looks like blackbeard algae, but just green, right? I don't know. Let's see what they're saying here.
Nor do I.
Now that ain't it. Okay, aquariumservices.org.
The stuff I have looks gelatinous.
Oh.
I feel like I need to go take a picture of that. I'll be right back.
What color is it? What color is it?
This
Red.
is white, I think.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Yep. Glenn says he'll be right back as well. All right. I took my driver's course in Ohio. Oh, it's white. Okay. I'm wondering what the heck this stuff is then. Definitely. Well, that's algae of some type. Yeah, this is saltwater fish. Okay, that's not right. Oh, it looks like a lightning bolt. Oh, wow, that's cool. Ooh. Slime mold is not algae. Okay. I typed in slime mold. This is what they gave us. That's not it. Let's get rid of this thing. All right. Try it again. Click on the link. Oh, let's see if I can do that on here. Oh, I can click on it right here in this one. I can't. It won't let me click on the link inside the. Okay. Ooh. Cardinal swans. Oh, the Sulawesi. Oh, let me see here. Oh, I'm looking at other things too. I just realized I gotta check. I gotta get in and watch your stuff here. My goodness, you got a lot of things here I haven't seen yet. Repositing. I'm gonna click on that link again. Let's go back here. Oops. Back to YouTube. All right. So it's aquariumscience.org.
All right, I'm back.
It's in, oh, there it is, aquariumscience.org, Ron, if you
Yeah.
bring it up there.
You want me to get it?
Yeah. It's, there's a link that she has in the chat. It won't let me click on it here, and I can't add it
all right.
with this.
Jody put it up. Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting looking. I'm going to get...
Oh, this is the one a lot like what Brandon's got in the tank that's white and aquatic, fully aquatic. Present, share screen, slime mold.
Oh, it can very slowly move overnight, forming new networks and structures with hyphae-like fungus. Can separate thousands
control plus. How's that?
Oh, yeah, there it is. It's like an amoeba. Yep.
Here we go. That is interesting. And I'm guessing it's harmless.
I hope so. Oh, it is harmless. Just like small mushrooms, it is harmless.
So it's feeding on something, though. So what is it feeding on?
It says when food is abundant, these slime molds exist in a single-cell organisms. When food is in short supply, many of them single cells will congregate, like right there, and start moving as a single body. In this state, they are sensitive to airborne chemicals and can detect food sources.
Huh.
They can readily change shape and function of parts and may form stalks that reproduce fruiting bodies,
Yeah.
releasing countless spores. Wow.
So it's essentially it's a fungus like a mushroom. And the mushroom that you eat is a fruiting body that releases countless spores when they're ready to reproduce.
I'm wondering, as long as I've been in this hobby, I've never seen that in any of my tanks.
No, me, well, I haven't been in it that long, but I've never seen that either.
I've never seen that.
I'm going to back off a little here. Control minus.
Hmm.
So this looks like, I don't know if that's a rock or a piece of driftwood. If it's wood, it might be living off the wood, you know, the decomposing wood. Lots of fungi or fungi are decomposers. Some are parasitic. That's very cool. Thank you, Jody.
And that's a first for Branton, he says.
Yeah. Control 0.
I've seen it in other. I've never seen any of my tanks ever. You said you've seen it in other tanks, but never mind. Whoop, here we are.
Like that, yeah. And then let me show you the one I've got growing above, out of the water.
Oh. Plasma.
When I worked ran a nursery at the Fullerton Arboretum, we would see slime molds periodically on the growing tables, and they would move around the table.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Something.
So I'll go back with this. That's it. Let's put it full screen. There. So it's this gelatinous blob here. There's a bunch of them all over.
Oh yeah, look at that.
But also a slime mold.
He thinks it looks like the plasma from Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is very cool. Hey, I got to do a water change right quick, and I'll be back.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I'll be here. Hopefully everybody else will stick around. It's just me. So, Well, look at all the fun stuff we learned today. Oh my God. We learned that Walmart picks on places and goes with them, and that they don't really care about a lot of the other. No, I don't know what's going on. I wonder if they had all those tanks, nationally and just like blew them out the door everywhere else. If they only got 2 apiece, or, maybe they only had 20 to send out to 5 stores across the country, 5 times 2 to 10 stores across the country. I had to count on my toes. I would love another large tank. I was watching, I said that earlier. Yes, watching likes. I didn't even do that. I should like my own video, huh? Thanks, Don. And I don't think FFL never works for me. And it probably still won't. So, yeah, I was watching Adrian's fish room, and he was setting up that 6-foot tank for a neighbor. I would love a big tank like that. I've got the 75. It's a 4-footer. I don't know where I'd put it. I'd really like an 8-footer. Got to type FFL stats. Try that. Okay. Still won't work for me because it never does. Do I need a hashtag too, or just that? Or is it thinking? Maybe I didn't put up the stream early enough for it to know we're here. But what I was suggesting for you, Brent, would be big, heavily planted, and I didn't see them here today. Fishfam Link. Sometimes they'll come in. I don't think they like me very much. That's okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, with heavily planted, and lots of cool little fish, lots of bigger groups of little fish, several bigger groups of little fish. I think that would be very cool. And I'm not sure what, obviously maybe half a dozen different types of tetras, and a couple different kinds of cories on the bottom, and some plecos and like that. Fishfam Link shows no current lives. That must be the problem. Yeah, interesting. Oh, all right. So there it is. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm still scheduled for Thursdays. Maybe not. Maybe I got pulled. I know I asked them if hi Jenna. If you don't schedule your stream 6 hours, good. Okay. And I did not. That's good to know. Thank you. How are you? Okay. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Christine. I finally hit 900. Yeah, go figure, huh? It's been a trek, a journey. Go to FFL. All right, hang on. Let me do that on this other screen. Oh God! Now my brain and my fingers just quit talking. There we are. So, yep. Log in. I think I'm automatically logged in, but maybe not. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, now, yep, verifying. So if I do it late, I do this manually. Okay, I'm logged in. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I used to have a teacher. I took an AutoCAD class. Drafting, and he would pull you out of the way and do it for you and go ta-da, and it's like, how the hell you learn like that? So click on the live button up at the top. I'm assuming that's nobody's currently live. Okay, maybe I'm not clicking on the right thing.
What's going on?
Jenna's walking me through how to get to to post my live.
You go to Fish Fam link.
Yep, she's put it in the chat.
You
Okay,
go,
yeah, I'm there. So click on.
click on the live, and then you scroll down. You see a little green tab. Then you click on that, and then you just drop the link to the live on there.
Request a calendar update. Why am I not seeing it? I'm clicking on the live, scroll all the way down to the bottom. The only green thing I'm seeing is Shopify.
No, can we click on live? There should be.
Add upcoming live, right?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
Or now currently?
You can do it right now. Yep.
Add it to schedule. I'm looking at Jenna's instructions. Click add a scheduled live. Add up. Video is currently live. All right. So what do I need? The YouTube link?
From not from where you're at. From YouTube, you go and click on it.
Yeah, the YouTube link.
YouTube, yes.
Paste. Video is currently live. Submit.
Yep, you're all set. You should say that you're on.
Stream detected. Channels marked live. And now I need to do that unless I've got it. Unless I've set it up more than 6 hours in advance.
Hi,
I need to do this manually. Is that right? Does that sound right, Jenna? If it's less than 6 hours, I need to do this manually. Otherwise,
I think so. I think 6 hours. I believe that's what David told me.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
All right. So how do I get back to? Well, that's still saying nobody is currently live.
I'm like a hummingbird. If I don't eat a ton of carbs, I just kind of wipe out. So I had to grab something when I was up there.
Yeah, that spot's blank for the 1:30 on Thursdays.
Yep, less than 6 hours. Yep. I had one.
Yeah, correct. Only for 6 hours. Okay.
The other night.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I got it right or not. It's still saying 0 lives. That's the coffee coming back at you. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right. Get mine right here.
All right. Well, I don't know if it takes a bit or what, but it's still showing like live 0. So anyway.
Did you refresh?
A couple times. And yeah, I'm just looking at things scheduled. Upcoming lives is what it's showing. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, God, I'm sweating my butt off. Well, my head too in here. It is just, I can't wait until mid-July without air conditioning in this room. I'm going to have to move out of here and get the tanks. Yeah. Or
do you have a fan down there blowing on you at least?
No, it's all the way down at the end of the hallway trying to blow some cool air this way out of the bedroom. It helps. It's better than nothing, but no. Mm-hmm. I need the bigger fan. We've got one of those big wire frame construction fans, it's
with power. Yeah.
18 inches across, I think, something like that. And I need to set that down there and blow that this way. Mm-hmm. So maybe that'll help. But yeah, it's warm. It is warm. And the best part is it's only going to get warmer. Yeah.
Only get
99 right now. Says it feels like it's 99 right now. What?
Only until it gets cooler, right?
Yeah. Don't know when that's going to be.
Too soon for me, I can tell you that.
Yeah, September, October, maybe. I see that. Thank you, Jana. Or Jenna. I am so sorry. Pardon my slip there.
What'd you call
I said Jana. We've got a friend named Jana. So Jana, it's just, yeah. So, yeah.
it? You were so close, I didn't really notice until you said
Yeah, well, having been a teacher, within the first 3 weeks, I would know all my students by name because, people's names are important to them. So, I try to respect that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Once in a while, I
wasn't watching you when you were talking. I thought you said Jenna.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I was called Gina by like every single teacher. Oh God, yeah.
Wow.
Just because they're teachers, they're not all the sharpest tools in the shed, It's like, I taught community college. I taught horticulture stuff, plant identification and landscape irrigation and all this other stuff. And my students had asked me something once in a while. I go, I don't know. Wait a minute, you're a teacher. You're supposed to know everything. I don't know anybody that knows everything. I do know a lot of people that think they know everything. I tend to steer clear from them. Dan. Hey-oh, that was Johnny Carson. The whole hey-oh. So that's funny.
Oh, wow. It wasn't the repairman.
What?
The repairman, Dan? That's terrible.
What did I miss?
Oh, Don says, my ex-wife called me Dan.
Yeah.
And I said, was Dan the repairman?
Oh, great. Yeah.
I normally don't like to eat in front of people in here, but I was getting
they're probably eating behind the other side of their cam or their screen. So
it could be. I hope they're enjoying themselves. Yeah.
I think I've come up here and eat before because I had to.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ate before this thing started. Went out there. Yeah. Had a bowl of granola and then I made a couple sandwiches because I was still hungry. And I was watching Ahsoka, Star Wars on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
So this is the last of all the short, this series that they did. Got caught up on all those because I like those. They're fun. They kept them okay, I like the Ahsoka from the Clone Wars animations way better than this Ahsoka, the live Ahsoka. It's still good. It's still pretty good. So it's coming down to the end. I think I got 2 more episodes to go. They seem to put them out in groups of 8. It's another season coming out next year.
Is there another season of Mandolin coming out?
No. From what I understand, there's going to be a full-length feature, a movie, to wrap it up.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Cool.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, I hope so. So, and then Kathy and I have been watching the last 3 of the Star Wars movies. God, I don't even know what they're called. The ones with Daisy Ridley and.
Was that Rogue One?
No. Rogue One was actually before the 4th Star Wars, A New Hope, the one with the where we meet Luke Skywalker.
That's right.
Yeah, that's where they get the plans to the Death Star. That was they had those 2 seasons of Andor, and that's where Andor ends up in Rogue One. And the Matrix, I like them all though. Still like them. I like the Matrix. I started fast forwarding through the fight scenes because they just got a little long. They got
Yeah, I like the Matrix. I wouldn't want to watch it too many times though.
No, I have, but I've seen Star Wars. Probably in the tens of thousands of times.
Something magical about them guys going across the desert and seeing that. The little Ewok, or not Ewoks, but that big machine that the trash pickup.
Oh wait, the
Jawas.
The Jawas, their big sand cruiser thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that is so cool. Yeah, there was one of those in The Mandalorian. where they kind of strip his what's it called, a Razor Crest, is shipped down to studs, you know? And he chases them, finds them, and they just about kill him with that thing. But that is just so cool. There's a series on Disney Plus called, what the hell's it called? Imagineering, or it's about, or maybe it's called ILM, or Industrial Light and Magic. It was, I think, 2 seasons of, you know, it started with the first season where the early days when, you know, they created it for Star Wars, the original Star Wars, and it was all done with miniatures, you know, and I mean, the technology, it was still Ray Harryhausen, like the old Sinbad the Sailor, and, you know, the Sinbad and
oh yeah,
Clash of the Titans, that kind of stuff, stop motion, you know.
I like the one that was Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. That was a good one.
Yeah, and then the second season was mostly about all the, you know, how they went digital, you know, and it really put everything away, you know, all the old stop motion. It just made it, I hate to say irrelevant, but yeah, I went to a premiere of Star Wars film in, help me pronounce it. Is it Leicester Square?
The original Star Wars?
A couple decades ago. Yeah. Black tie, red carpet, the works. Wow. Bell Suite 15 minutes. You know why? I turn A New Hope on when I want to take a nap. You know, I'll just put it on kind of low because it's, you know, the music. It's the music. It's a space opera. Put Leicester. Is that what I said? Yeah. Leicester Square. So, yeah, because it does. It just Force Awakens, Last Jedi. Yeah, so we're almost through with The Last Jedi, I think. No, we finished The Last Jedi last night. So we'll start The Rise of Skywalker tonight. So, and finish that. Thank you, Melvin. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's great to have, you know, the resource information right here at our fingertips in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, I mean, it keeps popping up. Jody with the link to the slime mold, and Branton with the links for the, you know, the 55-gallon aquariums. Unfortunately, they are non-existent in most of the country, so it would appear. I thought I would drive to Bullhead City if they had it. And pick. Again, what would I do with it? Where would I put it?
What, the 55-gallon?
Yeah, where would I put it?
I don't know. I'd find a place at that price. You're never going to find a deal like that again.
Yeah. I don't either.
David said he's going to put his up for sale in a yard sale for $100.
David is?
That's what he said. I said, I tell you what, I'd find a room for it because you're not going to find a tank like that for $100.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah. Yeah, and I say, you know, good luck with trying to get that kind of money in a yard sale.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes, you're welcome anytime. Yeah, you are my pal. I appreciate it.
When you went up there and said, "Hey, they got these at Walmart for $49.95. What are you trying to do, bub?"
Yeah, I am. Yeah. It's called profiteering.
Yeah, profiteering. Yep.
Yeah. Of course, it's not really, because it's not an item that people need for survival.
That's just gouging. Yeah.
It's capitalism.
Yeah. Taking advantage of the people that don't know better. That's what that is.
Well, you know, I've got a buddy that taught me anybody that pays retail deserves to. So I try to, you know, whenever I can get a good deal, I will do it. You know.
Nothing wrong with getting a good deal.
No, not at all. Not at all. So, like that. I thought Kathy would be home by now. Oh, maybe she's grocery shopping. I thought she did that yesterday. Yeah.
I did mine yesterday. Got it all. I'd done it early before my package arrived.
Yeah. Well, let's see if that ever kicked in. No, it doesn't show on a Fish Family page.
What's that? Oh, yours?
Yeah, it still doesn't show alive.
Doesn't show. Okay.
Hey, Greg. Welcome in. FFL stats. That's supposed to be the
Hey, Greg.
driving and working. Yeah. You know, I tell this to Glenn or to Glenn, to Gil also. Shiny side up, right? Shiny side up. So maybe I didn't save it.
I can go look at Fish Fam Link right now.
Oh, wait. I need to do that and then that.
I got it on my fast thing. I just click on
Live stream detected and channel marked live.
okay, here. It says there's 0 live going on right now.
Yep. So it's not seeing me, and that's okay. It's no
So
big deal.
you did the ad.
Well, I assume I did.
And you hit submit.
Here, well, let me put this screen up. Let me show you what I did.
Okay. Can you send me the link on my phone? I can try and add it in here if you want.
Well, hang on. Let me show you what I did first.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have YouTube open?
I have YouTube open.
Okay. Well, hang on. Let me show you what I did first and see if I'm that far off. So present live Fish Fam link, share. All right. Wait. Oh, what did I do? Okay. All right. So here's, let me move this to another. All right. So this is the page. So I already logged in up here.
Okay.
All right. So, and then I clicked on live. Nothing seems to happen, except nobody's currently live. And then I clicked on add upcoming live.
Yep.
All right. And then right here, I added the YouTube link.
And then you hit submit.
And then I clicked on this video is currently live.
Oh, okay. You can do that too. And then submit.
And then hit submit. And it says live stream detected, channel marked live. Okay. Oh, wait, there it is. Now it's seeing it. Great. Now it's seeing it. Okay. So now.
Because I was just there and it said 0, nobody was live.
Yeah. So it's seeing it now. So it took a while. I guess it took a while. That's okay. So I think it's in. So I'm going to try that now. FFL live or FFL stats. Is it stat or stats?
FFL stats. STATS. Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. There we are. And Jen, if you're still out there, I can't tell you how grateful I am. Thank you. It's stats. Yep. So, oh, look, it works. Hey, thanks so much. I really appreciate your help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. Yep. Very cool. No likes. Nobody likes it. I don't like it. Why not? Why should they? Right?
Smash that.
Like count 16, 0 participants. What does that mean?
0 participants. We got 20 people in the chat.
Yeah, I wonder what that's interesting. Anyway, who cares? We're there. Oh, let me unshare this. There we go. Cool. Well, that was interesting.
Boom. Yeah.
Boom. Yes, there it is. Boom, there it is. Yeah. Cheers.
Explosion.
Mhm.
Wow. Nice.
That's interesting. I noticed when I post something in YouTube, it seems like there's almost a 10-second lag before it shows up in StreamYard.
Well, you know what? Here. It just turned to 17.
What did?
Your light count, because I just, on my phone, clicked it.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Very welcome. Of course. Of course. It's probably going to give stats for every time I requested it in chat. Oh.
Oh, cool. Yeah, all right. Well, you know, I learned something this time. I learned a bunch of stuff. The whole thing about the aquatic slime mold, that was very cool.
I've learned quite a few things today.
Yeah. And then earlier on, you were talking, I was scrolling, looking for electric blue Acara.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all between $15 and $20.
That's
the highest.
That's terrible. That's a high. Those prices have been going like that for years.
Yeah, the highest was PetSmart, 1995 or 1999, 20 bucks. Aqua, and here, this one blew me away.
You get with Cheryl. She breeds them.
Yeah, I want some. Fish. Oh, just do it this way.
Every day is a school day. You're right, Don.
What? Where?
I learned something. Ivanocara bimaculatas are jumpers. I can tell you that. So you put a top on your lid on the tank.
Well, this is interesting. Here we go. This is Aquahuna. Look at this. Extra small. I guess that's extra small, right?
I'm wondering why they can do. I mean, they breed like crazy.
Yeah, 12 bucks or 11 bucks a piece, right? For extra small.
Maybe we should start breeding them. I mean, I can.
Yeah. And these are the extra small. I'm trying to remember what their size was. Under an inch, probably, or maybe inch and a quarter. But the ones I got, they are 2.25 inches for 11 bucks. That's a great price for.
That's a crazy price for those.
11 bucks?
11 bucks. That's crazy.
Like crazy high, crazy low.
Crazy high.
It's half of what everybody else is charging.
Well, they're even more crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah. But
like I said, but let me say this though, Ron. I've bred the regular carp. They're the same fish as that, and they breed almost nonstop.
They breed like cockroaches.
I don't see how they can be that expensive. I do not see how they can be that expensive with as many people that has bred them. I could breed those in my sleep. Throw in a tank, they're going to breed. That's how easy they are. They're like convicts almost.
Yep. So I was thinking about getting 6 of them.
You should.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they'll go in my 75 with my 2 angels.
Mm-hmm.
And then the black skirt tetras and the Buenos Aires tetras. And there's some bronze quarries. Huh?
That's a good stocking for that tank. Yes.
Yeah.
They would go really well in there.
And then if I can actually get a male out of them, like Blue Car have flooded the market, so their prices really dropped. Yeah, most places I'm finding it's 15 and up, $14.99, $95, whatever. So, but
there's Lance right there. Lance, did you get the 2 55-gallon aquariums? David has his delivered today. He got it earlier. I was going to see if you got yours. So I remember you mentioning that you had 2 available, and you were going to get those.
Right.
Let's see what he says. They have flooded the market, so their prices have really dropped. Yeah, I can't believe they were that high to begin with, honestly. I mean, in the very beginning, yes.
Yeah.
I can see that in the beginning, but we're talking, I've been seeing them for over 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, not me. It was Austin. Oh, Austin. Oh, that's right. ALA Aquatics. He's the one that bought the 2 of them.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Oh, okay. That's right. Sorry about that, Lance. I thought it was you. But $50 for a 55-gallon starter. That's a good deal. Very good deal. Yeah, they flooded the market, but the cheapest place right now, Jorge, is $11 each. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, really.
That's not a flooded market price. That's a fairly stout price for a fish that's been around that long.
So what do you do?
What do you do?
Yeah.
You find somebody who breeds them and breed them yourself, and you start selling them for that price. I guess. You got to pay it somewhere along the line if they're going to be that expensive. You know. Oh, sorry, dinner just rang.
Oh, wow.
What's
Well,
for dinner?
enjoy.
He always has good stuff for dinner, right?
Yeah.
Barbecue and. That's one thing. When I hear that dinner bell ring, I'm not going to. I'm going to be bringing my appetite.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so that picture I sent you, that was the one that was delivered right at David's front porch.
Right. Nice. Yeah, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could put one on the front porch.
You
Wouldn't
could.
fit.
You could probably have one outside year round,
Yeah. Yeah.
as long as you got a roof over it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's covered. But the air temperature hit 115 every day, so the water will eventually get that. So I'm thinking that may be what happens to my tub too at some point.
Yeah, because it comes in through the top, because the black around it will block out a lot of that heat.
Right.
What if you had like that shade cloth would also reduce the temperature in it too.
It gets sun part of the day because this room blocks the morning sun, and then the garage on the other side blocks the afternoon sun. And it actually blocks it earlier because it's really close to the garage wall. So, it catches it pretty quick. By about 2 o'clock, it's in the shade. But still, the air temperature, So the hotter part, by the time it's the hotter part of the day, it's in the shade. But it's still, the air is just blistering hot.
Oh, that looks great. David just sent me a picture of his dinner.
Hey, Steve. Wow, long time. How you doing?
Oh, yeah, wow, there he is.
Yeah, I
Hawaii.
gotta get
Aloha.
over that garage of yours.
Aloha. Hey, Steve.
Yeah, I thought about that too, Don, but then there's yeah, I thought about that too, about dropping it into the ground. It might be hard where it is, really close to a tree, so I wonder how many roots I'd have to go through. But then I was thinking, trying to drain off the bottom. I want to do that now, to drain off the bottom to get some sediment out of there. I'm betting there's a lot of that thick green algae that was in there, a lot of the sediment from after the plecos, cleaned it up. But it's all gravity right now. I'd have to use some sort of pump. But yeah, that's power head on a hose. Yeah, I've got a pump Kathy gave me.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So it's both submersible or inline, and I would use it for the inline, right, to draw off the bottom. So that would work. And then, we were talking about this before. Yeah, hose to a drain. Well, actually, the drain would be the yard. The water would go into the yard. But I'd probably do it in buckets to make sure I didn't drain out any shrimp, or because there are yellow shrimp in there. I saw another one today. So they're the yellow. I bought them as yellow goldenback Neocaridina. So I don't want to just drain those onto the front lawn. That would suck.
So here's what David's having for dinner: fresh caught fried walleye mashed potatoes and corn. It looks absolutely
Wow,
scrumptious.
walleye. I want to know that.
Fresh
That's
caught.
nice.
Right there, Lake Erie.
Huh?
Lake Erie.
Well, no, not where. Who?
Oh, David's. What do you say here? Maybe he caught it himself. I don't know. It just says,
Yeah,
fresh,
wow.
fresh caught walleye.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah.
It is. That is
Exactly. Yeah. My flatmate uses similar to drain his tank rather than using the Python and wasting tap. Yeah. Yeah. I try to drain, and I don't always, but I try to rinse most of my filter floss, that stuff, and the sponge filters. And I think Jeff taught me that phrase, filter gravy. All that goes on the potted plants.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it also goes on the potted houseplants. And I've never had houseplants that look this good.
It's good for starting a new tank. Squeezing that
Yeah,
out.
absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple. I'm going to have to kind of restart that 20 long, the one I want to put the Pandacories in. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see here. Aloha, Steve. Yeah. What's the weather like in Hawaii right now, Steve? I know it's we were up to 93 on Monday. It was 93 here.
Yeah.
And I think the humidity was like 65%. It was hot.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's, if I remember correctly, near Kona on the west side of the Big Island. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the hotter side. That's the warmer, drier.
I don't know. My
But it is
flat
pretty.
similar to drain his tank rather than using Python
Yeah.
and washing tap water down the drain.
We were there. God, I don't remember when now. I think it was before the world ended. So maybe January 2019. And we went up to a beautiful botanical garden up above Kona. There's a little coffee plantation that we stopped in and toured and bought stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like that side of the island. We went over to that side of the island a couple times just to warm up because we were staying in Hilo, and I guess that's more the southeast corner. And it rained every day, and it got colder and colder. And there's no heat in the house. We're getting an Airbnb. There's no heat. We didn't bring anything warm because it's Hawaii. So yeah. Bye, Jody. Enjoy your dinner.
Supper time. Enjoy your supper, Jody.
Yep.
Have a good
Have
day.
fun. Thanks for being here, Jody.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was gorgeous. And what's cool about the Hilo side, it's really kind of jungly, and all the plants were house plants that I recognized. It was very cool. I would love to go back there. I don't know, maybe someday.
Yeah. Kathy's brother got married in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Of course, they live in Long Beach, California, so it's just
Yeah,
a
right.
jump. Yeah.
Well, it's a big jump, but yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy's son Brandon, the one that's stationed in Romania right now. Well, actually, he's in Turkey. He's going back and forth between Turkey and Romania. He was stationed at, it's called Schofield Barracks, and it's Army helicopter base in the middle of Oahu. And so we went and visited he and his wife, and or is it him and his wife? Him and his wife. And then the second time we met him at the Waikiki Airport, or whatever it is, the Honolulu Airport, and just jumped another plane over to Hilo and spent a week there, and then came back, spent the second week with him on Oahu. First time we spent 2 weeks on Oahu with them, and it was great. It's raining at the moment. Oh yeah, and hot. Oh good, I love that tropical rain. Yeah, got some of that in Florida.
Yeah.
I think, there's just something special about that kind of warm tropical rain. I like that.
Definitely.
But I just can't talk Kathy into moving to Florida. It's humid. She wants to move to Texas. Tell me it's not humid in Texas in the summertime.
Oh, humid? I bet.
Oh my God.
I bet it is. You move down to Florida, you know what humidity is. That's like,
Yeah, been there in the summertime. Yeah.
there or Louisiana, I'd say probably the most humid
Yeah.
places in America.
Yeah. Well, anywhere along the Gulf Coast, I think it's really, it gets really hot and muggy. And I spent a couple weeks in Florida, mostly the southern part, Miami, Palm Beach, that area. Hot, humid, rainy, gorgeous, loved it. I think, it's like here, you kind of get used to it. At least I'd like to think so. I don't know if it'd be cheaper to live there or not. That's the thing, though, because it's gotten so expensive here in California.
Well, it's more expensive in Hawaii, I can tell you that.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably definitely cheaper than
I
California.
wonder, what they don't do in some respects, a lot of states make up for in property tax. And I know I saw DeSantis talking about reducing property tax statewide, some sort of bill to reduce property tax. He was the one saying, you work all your life, you buy your house, you buy your property, and you're still paying for the right to live on your own property.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, that really. But, I don't remember what sales tax. Sales tax here is 8.75%.
Wow.
And in Los Angeles, I think it's over 10. LA County.
Oh, it's not statewide?
No, it's all local, because they stick on. There's a state sales tax, and then all the locales stick on their own special taxes.
What a cluster!
You betcha.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
See, Michigan, Upper Peninsula and Lower, it's all the same. 6 cents on the dollar.
Well, they'll catch on.
No, they better not. That's why. That's why when I hear people saying that, like in Arizona and Texas, people are moving out of California in droves, going to Texas, and but they're taking a lot of that, mindset with them, and that's not exactly.
Not all of them. A lot of them are leaving because it's California and they're just tired of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the ones that are taking that mindset, and they've pretty much destroyed Colorado, is the ones that, it's just too crowded here. We want to get out and do the same thing there. But, a lot of them that are done with this, what's going on here, it's Idaho, it's Texas, Arizona's, swinging more and more purple, and parts of it are, really, really blue. And a lot of them have gone to Florida too. Nope, our community grow. Like this video and hit subscribe. Yeah, Fish Fam Link, do that. Thank you. And thanks for being here, Fish Fam Link.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do it.
I got to remember to set those up in advance so I can don't have to mess with that. I'll go in and set a bunch up 3 or 4 in advance. That'll help. And I guess if I need to cancel when it's easier to cancel it than try and set it up at the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
You see my new thumbnail?
Mm-hmm. All those nice mugs?
Yeah, it's a coffee clutch. I thought
Absolutely, that's cool.
I was putting stuff up on eBay today, and I went to put up the link for today in StreamYard, and I clicked on add a thumbnail, and it magically brought me up to one of the folders with one of the things I'm putting up on eBay. And it just, for whatever reason, it's, oh man, I can't put those up. I should go get a picture of the coffee cups, So that's where that brainstorm came from.
As soon as I get my merch, I'll send you one of my cups.
Huh?
When I get my mugs for my merch going, I'll send you one of those.
I can't wait. Yeah.
Yep.
I got to get some. I've got some, but none are Garage Aquatic specific. So I got to do that. So I haven't played with any of that. Every time I send out something fish related or aquarium related, plants, whatever, I always put one of my cards in it. And I keep thinking, why? Because there's nothing new in the store. I've got to get new merch.
They don't know that, though. They don't know. That's
true. But I still got to get, like more variety of shirts, more mugs, There's other stuff, just got to do it, and I don't. Anyway. So
That's a big misconception about YouTube too, because Mark Shelley, he told me one day he's been doing this for a while. He does the same, like all of his shrimp. He does all shrimp related stuff.
right.
He told me, he says, I do these tank clears, and I start up a new tank, but I've done it so many times. I think the people are getting bored of it. And I said, absolutely not. I
Yeah.
watch every time he does something like that. I said, no, it's working. Don't try to fix it. It isn't broke.
Yeah, look at the views. Look at how many views he
Yeah,
is he
yeah.
getting every time he does one of those. Yeah.
I told him, I said, no. I said, take it from me. I'm not you. I'm somebody watching it from the outside.
Right.
It's not boring.
Right.
So just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. I was astounded. I hit 900 finally.
I seen that.
Yeah. Just blew me away. Woke up one morning, there it is. It's like, you got to be kidding me.
We're on a drive now for that last 100.
Yeah. I got to put some stuff up, get some content up, and I'm working on one right now. Stuff I spent, was it Monday or Tuesday? Or was it yesterday? Tuesday. I spent most of the day out in the garage, cleaning tanks and doing stuff. And so I've got, I'm putting together a video about that because I can, So, and I've got to add to it. I've got to finish doing what I'm doing as part of that sequence, and then get it all together, edit it, get all the ums and ahs out,
Mm-hmm.
and then, do the old thumbnail. I have a problem with thumbnails. Mine are all the same. I've seen all these other people doing all kinds of weird shit, and it's like, that's not me. That's just not me. I think I've done a couple of those in my early days, but that's just, I don't know. So.
My thumbnail was just a picture of my fish that I got.
Yeah.
That was my thumbnail. No writing on it, no nothing like that. But
yeah, no, I put text on them.
Oh yeah, that's what I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do that. That's where I'm lacking from.
Well, I use Photoshop because I've got it, and that's what's crashing my computer too. So now I got to buy a new computer. Well, I've got Windows 10 on this one, and in October, Microsoft stopped supporting Windows 10, and this computer will not hold Windows 10, so I got to get a new computer.
Oh.
So and I was shopping, and one with lots of the hell is it, the RAM, random access, whatever. It's God, what was it? This one has 16 gigs. And the one I'm looking at it's either 60 or 80.
Or 64, more like 64. I think you're running 64.
Yeah, and then I've got this one. I've got 4 terabytes of hard drive, hard drive in it. So I'll put 4 terabytes of hard drive in that one too. But I keep getting it when I go to open a JPEG for Photoshop. Take it easy, Jorge. Thanks for being here.
See you, Jorge. You can still use that for live streaming. I mean, you can still use it for live streaming.
Well, yeah, I could, but I've got that one too. I could be using that one's got Windows 11 on it, and I keep threatening I should just move that one over here. It's when I open something for Photoshop, open a JPEG. I've got my JPEG set up to, if I double click on them, they open. It's something called Adobe Camera Raw. And it's a way to make some adjustments on photographs right away. And then I usually just click out of that. But I do that, and then I get this, your graphic card processor is stupid, and it doesn't want to work for you. So the system crashes. So, it's just, So anyway, it's just, and then if I edit my videos in something called Camtasia. And if I open Photoshop at the same time, lately, the video processor stops. So I end up with 2 black screens. The computer's still running. Can't see anything. So, and I can't even get out of it, a lot of times. And today when it crashed, every time I'd hit a button, it would start beeping. And I've never heard that one before. And then all of a sudden it just starts beep, 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 beep. And this can't be good. So I ended up doing the hard stop, push the power button and just shut the whole thing down that way. And then brought it back up. It's like, oh, geez, I don't want to lose files. I don't, it's so.
Yeah, it's pain is a real.
It really is, Yeah, we get really dependent on this stuff, and when it starts getting funky. And I do not like Windows 11. I don't like the look of it. I'll get used to it because I didn't like Windows 10. Because before I had, what was before 10? Was it 7 or XP Pro? I think it was 7, then XP Pro before that. And there's always that learning curve because they have to move everything around because they're absolute idiots. It's job security for them. When they go to make a new program, operating system, we have to move everything around, screw everybody up. It's like, that was helpful. Thank you. So go ahead, ask me how I really feel.
Yeah, right. Well, isn't it amazing? I mean, how dependent we are on our electricity. I mean, with our fish tanks and everything.
Oh, yeah.
You go back 120 years, 130 years, they didn't have all that. They didn't have the electricity. When was that when they started? I think it was pre-1900. I think it was just, they were still using kerosene and stuff for their lamps.
When did electricity become national? I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of that was during the Depression.
We definitely got a lot of creature comforts.
Yeah, well, I don't know how responsible the WPA was for running power lines. Were they the ones? No, who was it? Was it Roosevelt? Building the highways across the country?
I'm not sure.
They probably ran electricity around the same time, getting people caught up. I think that's about the time they built Hoover Dam, which is a big hydroelectric source, So, and then the Tennessee Valley Authority, TVA, I guess, build electrical. That was a real contentious one, but still, produced electricity for a lot of areas. I started with DOS, Sensible File Structure. MS has spent so much time and effort trying to make things harder. Yeah, they really do. It is frustrating. It's stupid. Why do that to loyal customers? Why do that to? I just don't get that. Yeah, just not a clue.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway,
mm-hmm.
I don't know if on where is it? The Google. I got Chrome on my phone. So when you go to the home and you scroll up, it's all these news articles. One after the other, and a lot of them are just clickbait BS.
Yeah.
But I've seen a couple since on YouTube about AI. And how AI is starting to rewrite its own code. Some AI is starting to rewrite its own code, and it's writing out the users so they can't shut it down. So I remember when AI, what, year and a half ago or so, all of a sudden it's all over the news, and you want to buy AI stocks and all this stuff, and it's like, and Kathy's probably said it to me first. Have they not seen the Terminator? It's like, really? So what is it? Elon Musk has Skylink, right? And the Terminator was Skynet, right? That was supposed to be and it finally just, it's a defense program.
It's getting there rather quickly.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, do we stand a chance? I don't know. But
the more we depend on stuff that's going to make our life easier, the worse it's going to be for us when it's not there.
Oh, yeah, we get really dependent on it.
You walk in the kitchen and you turn on a faucet and grab a glass of water. You think, oh, that's just, no big deal.
Yeah, and
if that water's not there, it's a big deal.
And in most places of the country, it is good drinking water.
Yep.
I know some places in the country had real issues with quality of drinking water. He's falling out of bed with the
Michigan here, city of Flint, they had a few years ago, they had lead. They had used all lead pipes, and they were getting a lot of lead. People were getting cancer and stuff from it. Well, and the governor at the time, they said to him, he said, well, I didn't know about it. I'm sorry, but it came in.
Those pipes were put in 100 years ago?
Yeah.
How would he know?
I
mean, seriously. He was probably
somebody had to know about it. It had to be documented, I'm sure.
Water's running through the pipes. Yeah, the Flint Authority, the locals that are supposed to do the annual water check. Because once a year, Coachella Valley, the Coachella Valley Water District publishes, the water whatever they call it, with all the stuff that's
That
in
falls
the
under
water.
work ethic. You were probably meant to go and test the water. They probably came back and said, "Oh yeah, it's fine." Just
Yeah, maybe because we just, we got a real problem here. We just better not say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they, I guess, got to the point where people were getting really sick, and they're starting to get a lot of uproar about it. I was,
Right.
yeah, I remember when that happened at my building. They were going crazy about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. We've got minor issues, at least that I've seen, where we have high nitrates in our water, but they're legal. They're at the legal limit of 0.2, I guess, is what it is. 0.20. Tanks are done.
oh wow,
I'll bet, June. Wow.
good job, June.
Yeah. Oh, hey, June, how was your birthday? Did you have a good birthday?
No, because I sang to her.
Huh?
I sang to her. She probably had a terrible birthday.
Oh, God, yeah.
Remember I said,
It's not like, hey, Swiffle.
"Hey, Swift, how you doing?
How you doing, Dad?
In the house." Yeah, me and
Thanks
Dave
for
sang
being
to
here.
her. So she's probably like,
It was great. I'm glad to hear it.
it was
Yeah.
great. Oh, good. Good. Nice. That's what birthdays are supposed to be. You're supposed to have a good time.
Yeah.
I celebrate Kathy's for like a month or like 2 months when she has
Yeah.
her birthday. I do something nice. Why are you doing this? Let's do your birthday, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. It's nice to treat people good. It's nice to.
Absolutely. It's important.
It's important.
When we live,
Humanity lacks a lot of that. Humanity is lacking a lot of that. I think it's really important to not to think about others. I mean, you see people that might need help. I mean, if you can help them without hurting yourself, it's what we should do.
Yeah. Got a nice bunch of fish and a nice visit from her son. Good for you.
Oh, what did you get? What kind of fish did you get?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. And son came and visit.
All of a sudden, I had a hankering for. Once again watching Adrian's fish room today, and he reaches for a bottle on top of the tank, and it's a Bundaberg ginger beer. Have you ever had that?
No, I haven't.
It's non-alcoholic. It's like a ginger ale kind of.
Oh,
my God, it's good.
oh, that sounds good. I love ginger.
But it's so. I mean, you'd like it because you like soda.
Yeah, I do.
What do you call it there?
Is it carbonated?
Is it pop or soda where you are?
Pop.
Okay. So yeah, and it's kind of it's like a ginger ale. It's really strong gingery. It tastes really good. I love it. So what the fish from?
Oh, the auction. Nice.
The longfin Oscars. I have never seen a longfin Oscar.
One is a drama queen. Oh, one of your Oscars is a drama queen.
Oh, here, let me help. June, Dawn, June.
Yeah, there's June.
Yeah.
Can I do a shameless little plug? Hey, I put out a video today, guys, of my new fish that I got. They're really rare, and they jump from one tank to another. And so I found out that I'm not going to risk that. I put a lid on it. But I have a video up.
Put a lid on it.
I with a lid on it. Yep. And so that's my first video on how long years? No,
Yeah.
several months. Maybe like 12 months, a year. Yes. Don, I can't forget.
All right. There's the link to Jeff's video that he put out today.
Oh, thanks, Ron. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
It's a little short 6-minute one.
I'm all about shameless plugs. You know that.
Oh, okay. Nothing wrong with it.
Now,
But it's so weird though. I came down with my coffee, just kind of like half awake, and I sit down and look at the fish.
yeah.
And I look in the Episto tank, and there's a couple of them swimming around. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then it took me a minute to dawn on it. They jump from one tank to the other.
Yeah.
And it's about this far apart. I mean, they're about this far apart. So these little fish.
Here. What are we smoking here, Greg?
Those
As long as they don't smoke it here.
Well, you don't smoke here. Well,
I have no idea. You got me there, bud. I only smoke at my house. Oh, that stuff?
the lid.
Oh,
Hey, you know what?
Lid, geez. Is that like a 4-finger lid? Yeah.
I haven't heard it called the lid since Cheech and Chong.
Oh my God, that brings back years.
Yeah. Up in
When I was probably 17, 18, 19. Yeah. Is it a 3-finger lid, a 4-finger lid?
Yep. Don's all around.
Yeah, I gave up that shit for Lent.
Oh,
About 30 years ago.
yeah. The never-ending Lent.
Yeah, I found out I was allergic to it because I broke out in handcuffs.
Oh, that's not good.
No. So that was my cue.
I'm not going to tell you the trouble I got into with it.
Who's
I won't tell you
old?
that.
How old are you, Greg? Why do I feel like I got a couple years on you still?
Oh, I do too. I know that.
Do you? Yeah.
Medical license.
Yeah.
You don't need a medical license here anymore.
No. California now.
You drive
They almost arrest you for not being high.
There's a dispensary every 100 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, likewise here in the valley. Broke out in handcuffs. I did say that, Lance. Welcome back. Yeah. Yep. Found out I was allergic to that stuff. I broke out in handcuffs.
I did too, but it was usually at some strange woman's.
Yeah.
I was like, why do I smoke this stuff? Every time I do that, I end up someplace else. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, my life actually got a lot better without it, you know.
Oh, it's so much better.
I had a good teaching career for a while afterwards, and you know, it was just easier.
By 3%.
But I would like a Bundaberg. But they're just so rich in sugar. It's really a high sugar content on those things.
Are they available in the United States?
Oh yeah, I used to get them all the time here. They come in a 4-pack. Little short. Do you ever see Falstaff beer?
Oh yeah.
Comes in a little short bottle with a little short neck, little short wide bottle.
Yeah.
Same kind of bottle. It's brown glass.
Do they sell it to Amazon?
Ooh, probably.
So let's find out. You gotta know what to get you for Christmas or something. Get you something like that for around the holiday. Needed that 65%.
Bundaberg ginger beer. Yeah, I sell it.
How much is it?
$6 for a 4-pack.
That's not bad. That's not bad, really. My pain level is with it. Oh, wow. Sorry about that, June.
And they got the diet too, but I just don't like the aspartame.
No, that stuff is that's worse for you than sugar.
Oh yeah. I started doing the diet sodas, and this is it.
Oh wow.
And then I just that it's a kind of a brownish bottle. So and then
I was just pronouncing the name is Bundaberg.
Bundaberg or Bundaberg, yeah. Bunda. Berg, all one word. It's an Australian. It's Australian for not beer, mate. Because that would be Foster's beer. Yeah, I remember that. What's it called? Simpsons, when they went to Australia. And Marge goes into some bar, coffee, and the guy goes, beer, coffee, beer. So, yeah, but I can go to around the corner and get it at the grocery store. But I don't, because I just don't. I think I'd rather have a hot fudge sundae than a Bundaberg. Yeah.
You get a nice cold on a hot day, put it in the fridge, and get a nice cold one, and just sit and watch the tank for a little bit. And
well, hey, Dean.
Come to Bundaberg.
Wow.
Hello, evening. How you doing, mate? Good to see you.
God, I wonder where my wife is.
Is she working today?
Yeah, she usually gets off about 2:30, and she's usually home by about 2:45.
Oh. Why don't you take your phone and check on her, make sure she's all right. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then she usually goes
Yeah.
Well, she was going to go to the grocery store. I thought she did that yesterday. Maybe she's doing it today.
Angel, nice Swiffle, nice Dennis.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell she is. I hope she's okie dokie. I went out in the garage. Her car wasn't out there, so. And I doubt she's parked on the driveway this long talking to somebody. Now, is she? Hang on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nope.
Hey, Swivel, do you hear about the fish I got? I got the Ivanocara bimaculatus, and they are really cool. I tell you, they're really nice. I can't wait till they get bigger. I'm going to breed them. Kind of I'm going to put all my energy into them. I want to make sure that I get that accomplished when they get big enough. Yep, Chef Dean is here. I bet his household probably likes him being a cook.
Yeah, really.
Here myself. I like cooking myself.
Oh, how cool. Yeah, Angel's cleaning the breeding stone again. I love that. Yeah. I'm hoping these two I got eventually. She looks like her ovipositor. It's really distended. So, I don't know. But they haven't
Dime size.
They haven't, taken to. I put a chunk of 3/4 inch PVC, about, I don't know, a little over a foot long, leaning on both corners of the tank, and they were staring at one. That's, I don't know.
What do you get for the dime-sized angels, if you don't mind me asking? I'm just kind of curious, because I'm hoping that my angel will breed.
I know Dean says Angelfish paid for his fish room. Probably time and again.
Oh, she says the corners are the best for hers when they go to breed.
But yeah, that's where I put. That's where I put the two pieces of PVC were in opposite corners, and one of them in one corner. I've also got that vertical piece. That's my permanent drain line. What's that? Something 100 for $50.
That's not bad at all.
50 cents a piece, yeah.
50 cents a piece, okay. So I was going to add, Dean, do you have I know you can keep the koi, but do you have a tropical tank too? I know that your brother does. Should I add slate?
I thought about that too. Go to like Floor and Decor and get a chunk of slate.
Mm-hmm.
Swiftle's saying yes. And I've got one of those terracotta watering stakes or watering spikes.
Oh, yeah.
On the side in another tank.
My plecos love those. They breed better in those than the actual pleco caves.
Oh, for the plecos?
Yep.
Yeah, but
they use those as their caves to breed in.
Well, during the auction, I noticed Jason's got one of those on end in his angelfish tank.
Oh, yeah, he does that too. Oh, she has the spikes too.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. I
Kathy
think slate is
not-
better than PVC. Yeah, I've heard. I've seen some that would breed right on a plant, like a big sword plant leaf,
Yeah.
and then they'd have to. What they did is they would. I wouldn't feel comfortable snipping the leaf off to get the eggs, but they did it. I've seen that on a video. Set it on the hole. It's up to the fish as to what they prefer to lay on. Just hope it's not on the heater. Yeah, that's right. Or at least maybe above the heating element anyway.
Yeah.
Your angel, they really did look like they were good. Checking that PVC out though, Ron. I'm like,
Yeah.
and you see them every day? Do you walk by there and look at them?
Yeah.
One of these days you're going to walk by there. I bet you're going to see some eggs.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, June. I mean, stand it on its open end. Yes. Yeah. Just,
sideways. Oh, that's a good idea. They won't do that horizontal thing.
Yeah. Yeah, my heaters are mostly sideways. Actually, they're on just a slight angle.
I got all mine going straight up and down. But I got them way down. I got them down as far as I can get in the tank.
Yeah. Yeah, on leaves, I've seen that before where they'll spawn right on like big, broader leaves like swords, the Echinodorus leaves. Maybe like broader cryptocorin leaves.
Oh, so that answers my question. He does have a tropical tank.
Yeah. Right? Yes, it does. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I love this hobby. I tell you,
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. What Ron said, slight angle, almost.
Oh, they're looking at.
Yeah, mine are way less than almost perpendicular. Mine are almost parallel, almost horizontal. Don, there might be I don't know, maybe like a 15-degree tilt up. 10 to 15-degree tilt up. That's the way I usually run my heaters. I do have one because of the narrowness of the tank that's almost 45 degrees.
The only thing I'm thinking about that is maybe that they need a little more side-to-side space. Maybe they don't want to, around the curvature of the pipe. I think they would prefer something that's a little more flat. Like you said, get a piece of that slate and just do that on an angle about like this.
Right.
That might be the ticket for you.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Jesse. Hey, Jesse, how you doing?
Oh, what's up, Jesse?
Jesse's here.
Yeah, welcome in.
Live light.
Barbecue.
I'm talking about egg-laying surface. Yeah, yes, what I'm talking about too. The heater of the tank should be horizontal. Yes. Yep. Good, and you handsome young gentleman. Well, thank you very much.
Fantastic, actually. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Another beautiful day in paradise.
Yeah. Nice in Michigan. I'm not sure what it is in North Carolina or South Carolina. Either one.
One of the Carolinas.
Yeah.
Both gorgeous.
You still haven't found your buckets. I can find my buckets easy. It's my coffee cups that I can't find.
How do you lose a bucket? They're not exactly small.
Oh, he's talking to you. Oh, already. Loving the central air system. Oh, I bet you are.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Rainy. Wow, it's raining. It tried to rain here a couple days ago, and we even got some lightning and no rain. Of course,
now,
it's a desert.
Philadelphia, or is it Pittsburgh? Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or Pittsburgh? I'm going to say because they say it's always sunny in Philadelphia. Always sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah. June, do you still want those plants? I messaged you back, but haven't heard from you. Just curious. If you don't, that's fine. No worries. More plants for you, June, right there. Oh, that's right. She bought your plants in the auction, didn't she? Here's Joe. Broke down my tiny tank in my kitchen, replaced it with a 10-gallon. Not sure if the wife was happy.
Uh-oh. Hi, Joe. Welcome in.
That's when you got to do something extra special for her then. It's all give and take.
Yeah.
You got to work that negotiation and make sure she gets something out of the deal.
Yeah.
That's always
Kathy texted me back.
Yes, I want the plants. She says, I can't imagine June not wanting her plants.
Yeah, really.
Only a sponge filter. That's why I got mine. I got 20 gallons with a sponge filter in it. In my 75s, I have two sponge filters with big fish, and that's doing a great job.
Yeah.
And that's with the
Pump,
the
huh?
peacocks. They're about 5 inches long.
You can get a pretty inexpensive pump on Amazon. Or, a hang on back. Those work, small hang on back. I've got a little hang on back, a little one in my 12-inch cube that I got from Amazon. So no pump, just plug it in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a chunk of sponge in it, big coarse black sponge. Pull that out, squeeze it out, shove it back in.
Yeah, you can get a little air pump for that, no problem on Amazon.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You got that small one. It's for a 10-gallon tank. It's a Whisper. It was like $5.59.
Wow.
That's enough to power a 10-gallon easily.
Yeah, they don't last forever, but for $6, you can. If you had to replace it once a year, it's still cheap.
I got some that I've never had to replace, and we're talking 10 plus years.
Wow. Yeah.
And I got that one. It's the 150. It's the Whisper 150.
Right.
And that's been running for longer than that. And that's running 4 tanks back here in the rack.
Right.
Because I don't have the loop going over there. If I had the loop going over there, I wouldn't even have that on there. I just run off this Danner right here.
Sure.
Because these tanks are just a boiling, and I'm still bleeding off a ton of air.
Right.
I might even have to do a little more because I don't want any back pressure on that pump. That's where they have problems. You got to make sure you have enough tanks or enough bleed off. Otherwise, the pump's not going to last as long.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. You got to have the air bleed. You got to make sure that you keep everything on full, and then you turn the pump on, and then you just use that little knob to turn the flow to what you need.
Right.
Because if it's going too high, it means there's too much restriction, and too little, it means you're bleeding off too much air.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you start with? Everything wide open and then scale it back at?
What you can do is this. You can scale it back by doing every individual thing.
Yeah.
Or you can just look at, if you're looking at your fish room, you see everything how it's boiling, and you take that little thing and you start opening it up, and everything slows down throughout the whole room.
Right.
And to me, that's easier than getting on a ladder and doing everything individually.
Yeah.
The only one I do individually is my baby brine shrimp hatchery over there.
So my question is though, did you start with all those individual valves wide open?
Well, I had to turn them all on. I mean, there's
but you opened them all and then adjusted at like a main valve.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
But
I still haven't got mine set up yet. So
you can say the thing of it is though is if you have a tank that you need more gentle, you can adjust that. And it's not going to make that much difference. So you can adjust.
Yeah.
If you need a slower, if you don't want something just boiling the water at the top, you want something a little more calm, like for bettas or something.
Right.
You can calm that. You can turn that down with that little lever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to be putting fry out there. Ooh.
And replace them with what, Jesse? Canisters?
I like HO. That's one thing I won't have. I'd rather have a hang on back than a canister.
Yeah, I don't have canisters.
Canisters are a pain in the butt.
Hang on backs that I move around from tank to tank once in a while just to clean them up. Hey, Cheryl.
Hello.
How you doing? Canister, yeah, probably not for me.
No, we're not.
I get it though, I get it.
Well, everyone's got their own. I mean,
yes, nuts, absolutely.
Everybody likes different things, I mean, I wouldn't even mind having a sump sometime. That would be pretty cool. I've never had a sump filter.
Yeah. Well, back to Adrian's fish room, he was running a whole raft of tanks on one sump.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is you top off the sump, I guess, periodically, and I don't know where you clean the sump. And he can do water changes in individual tanks by opening more water coming into the tanks, and it goes out the overflow.
You can even do the water the water change from the sump, because the more water that comes out of the sump is going to come from the tanks into the sump. So you don't really need to do individual.
Yeah.
But you could if you wanted, yes.
God, Joe, my cat won't even look at my aquariums. I am so glad.
My cats love to sit and watch the tanks.
Yeah.
They
I
wouldn't
had a dog once. I had a pit bull. And I had this hassock, ottoman, whatever, and it would kind of get over the ottoman and hang its front legs off the front of it and just stare at the fish tank. I love that, One colony versus two colonies, which would breed faster, one or two colonies? Yeah, that's a great question. Guppies just breed like cockroaches. I don't think it's going to matter. I think before you know what you're doing.
The more fish in the tank slows them down.
Does it?
Yes, because they're aware that there's more fish around. I think in an uncrowded area, I think they breed more. That's my opinion.
Huh.
Your fish watch the cats. Meals on paws, right? Instead of meals on wheels. Trying to eat them.
My fish won't watch my cat. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Some of my fish I used to keep in the past would do the same thing. They'd take a bite out of me if they had a chance. Yep, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I know that it works with my mollies that way, my black mollies. If there's a bunch in the tank, if I take a few of them out, I'll have just as many in another tank, and that tank doesn't get any more.
Huh. With my Mickey Mouse platies, I took a couple lots out to sell, and the numbers have not been picked back up.
Nice.
Well, we recently got 2 new cats. One is good, the other not so much.
Yeah, I'm thinking strongly about getting some more.
Yeah, just go rescue some. There's some cats out there that need a home. Just go rescue some.
I probably should.
Find a couple kittens somewhere that need a home. And my prerequisites for those. I know, but maybe you won't be able to get that. And in the meantime,
if I went there and I can tell, like with these guys, they chose me. The ones we had, they chose me, and they said that's really interesting because these are all brothers from the same litter.
Yeah.
And I said I'll take all 3 of them.
Right.
And I tell you what, it was. I love cats.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cheryl's asking how your Unimaculatas are.
Yep, that's right. They can figure out the spare water, Gene. You're right. That's exactly. The Unimaculatas are doing good. The male's holding again, but then I don't feed the tank, and then like 5 days later, I'll go in there, and his chin will be completely flat again.
So he's just swallowing it
down. I just must swallow them or eat them, or I don't know.
Yeah. He's just that's too bad. Oh, Kathy's home.
How are yours doing, Cheryl? Have you gotten any luck? Did you get RO water? You were talking about getting RO. I think I might need to get RO for mine.
Huh.
Welcome back, Shirley. Had to get some more Ivanacura Bimacula. Oh, wow. You got 7 total now.
Very cool. Yeah.
Nice. What was nice at Shoreline, they added 2 extras in mine. So it was a 6-pack, and I got 8.
Yeah.
And you're going to get some of those around when they breed, I'm telling you.
Of what, the Unimaculatas?
If I breed any other fish in this fish room, of course, the ones that do it automatically, I am going to make sure that I get fry from these guys.
Of what? The Unimaculatas.
Oh, the Unimaculatas, too. I would love to get some of those, too.
What was the other one?
Oh, the Bimaculata.
I don't even know what those are. I know that's what you got.
Ivanacura.
Yeah, what is that? Is that a cichlid?
It's a dwarf cichlid from Guyana.
No.
Let me show you. I'll pull a picture up, okay?
Sure.
Why not?
Sure. And then we're going to have to call it a quit after this because Kathy just got home.
Oh, okay.
And it just hit 4 o'clock our time, so that's 7 on your East Coast.
All right.
5 and 6 somewhere in the middle. It's time to go. You guys have been patient. Hi, Ryan.
My mouse ain't working.
I saw, I don't know where it was, Instagram, YouTube, one of the shorts maybe, a cat trying to get onto this massive tank, and these big fish, and that cat almost turned into dinner. So
All
I
right.
think my cat's actually scared of the fish.
Okay. Pull this up.
Midnight at the Oasis, no candy. Yeah, yeah. Well, say goodnight to your camel, Don. Thanks for being here, bud.
All right. Whoops. And here we are. I'm not sure if we can make that. There it is. That's what they are. That's the male and the female. Females are smaller.
From where you said?
These are from Guyana, but the location where it's so remote that it's cost prohibitive for anybody to go and get them. Somebody had brought them back but to go there and actually collect them to sell, it's actually cost prohibitive. You won't make enough money back.
Right. So this is an African cichlid, yes?
No, this is South American.
Okay, all right, yeah. My geography used to be better.
Yep, males get about 3 inches maximum. The females about 2 inches.
Yeah.
But they get beautiful. My little ones over here, they're already starting to get color already.
Right.
And they're only about 1 inch long. I'm like, I can see some of those markings coming down on the face like that.
Yeah. Very cool.
But they're pretty rare. They're kind of new to it's a new thing. So.
So bimaculata is 2-spotted.
Yeah, I see a spot near its back, and then
Must be one on each side or two on each side.
I don't know. I'm not sure
I think that's what that means.
Is that what bimaculata means?
I believe maculata means spotted, and bimaculata would be 2-spotted.
I didn't know that. Let's see here. We posted videos of our cat sitting on the tank. Let me ask you this. Do you guys like a dual sponge filter? Yes, I do.
I don't have duals. You mean one stacked, Jesse? One on top of the other? I've seen that.
Yeah, we're talking about the stacked ones?
Or one at each end?
I love the ones that are side by side like this.
Look who's here.
Down and then goes up. All you do is you just pull them off, clean them off, put them back on. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Side by side. Yeah, I do like those. I have a few of them. I like them because they're so much easier to clean. You don't have to pop the top off.
I did.
Oh, we got to finish up though because Ron's wife is home.
How did I get that again?
I'll be right there, Ron.
Yep.
But that's what they look like, guys, right there.
Now I figured out why I'm roasting. I forgot to turn the AC on back there in the bedroom.
Oh my
It got
God.
turned off this morning, and I didn't turn it back on. And then the other end of the house on the thermostat, off is in the middle. You push the button once, where does it go? Heat. And I pushed the button once, so I got the heat on at the other end of the house.
Yeah, those are nice, Jesse.
What a dumbass. This installed one that has the bio
balls down at the bottom. The double one.
Yeah, that's like a Higer makes something like that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I think Nicole's
I've got one of those, the Higer it's 2 canisters, 2 filters side by side.
and it's got its own motor. They have one.
No, it's air driven. Oh, it's air driven.
They have one with its own motor. It's like the pump underwater.
No,
It draws it up and draws it through the sponge back up and into the tank. You get a lot of.
Yeah. No, the one I have is air driven. It goes down and it comes up and blows bubbles out, and it draws through 2 sponges. And they both have the bio balls at the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now.
Yeah, mine are air driven too.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I've got one of those, and I don't know why I haven't gotten more. I just get the large and the small. I've been getting 3-packs on Amazon. Jeff showed me these 4-packs that were cheaper. So yeah, I like that one. I've had that one 2 years now. That Higer, and it works great. It works great. I think it needs a good cleaning though, because it's slower. And I saw you got that big air pump, Jesse. I've got one too, and I got to get mine set up.
Which pump did he get?
I think, Jesse, you got yours at Gemco? What is it, the FL or the JL or LJ or something like that?
what is it? Yeah, the ones in Gemco. I can't remember. L something. L85 or L60. Show them the Beta
The
LB.
Gemco, yeah, LPH80. Okay.
Can you look those one up around the Beta LB Marginata that she has?
Beta copy.
On the you'll see a good picture on the thumbnail there, Joe.
Ooh, who's got these? Shirley?
Shirley, I had a pair of those once, the LB Marginata. They're cool.
Oh man, these are sweet.
Yeah, they are. They're a little mouth brooder too. They hold those little eggs and they'll spit out the fry.
Which one is it? I guess they're all the same.
Nope. Right there, the second one was a Beta Chinoides. I think the LB Marginata is. I don't see an LB Marginata there.
None of these are?
Maybe the one on the left. That might be.
Let me go to images.
Because most of those look just like the Chinoides. And the Chinoides looks like a miniature. That's a Chinoides.
That says Alba Marginata. But I know just because it's the internet doesn't mean it's right. I get that.
Yeah, that's not. That's definitely a. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's a really exquisite one because the Chinoides.
They all show that white on the tail or caudal fin, the anal fin, the dorsal fin. All these are showing that.
They're very closely related, but they're not that. They're thinner than that. The bodies on the Chinoides, you can see right there, they're a little more chunky and robust.
Wait a minute. What's the other one you're saying?
The other one I'm talking about is the Chinoides.
I'm guessing I'm spelling that right.
Yep.
They look radically different.
Let me see.
Well, here's one. Oh, it's Chanoides, Chann.
Yes. Yeah, see, those are all Chinoides. And down there in the middle with the striped one, the red one, that's a Beta Ruber, and I got a pair of those coming.
Wait, oh God, it
was the last page.
Oh, wow, yeah, all right. They're showing
the Marginata right there. It looks like it right there, the second one from the right.
Second from the right. You're right, over here.
Yeah, see, I think because well, no, it's not because it has white on the tip of its dorsal.
Yeah, this is what that's first search.
On one of them, it's just a black tip, no white.
This is what the first search was showing as, what was it, Alba Marginata?
Yeah.
And then when I misspelled it.
If you go to Blackwater Aquatics, Ron, they have both of them. You'll see the difference.
Yeah, let's just do that because that's easier.
Yeah, let's do that because that shows both of them. And they are quite a bit different.
Yeah.
And he even explains the.
All right. Alba Marginata complex.
Yep. Now, see, that one's got no white on the dorsal. That's an Alba Marginata there on the left.
Here?
No, what happened to the other picture? Was it just there? Yeah, that's it. Right there, yes. It is that.
They're calling it Chinoides.
Wait a second. I got to bring this to the big screen.
So Alba Marginata does not have the white on the dorsal.
Right. That's what I was saying. And that does. That's the Chinoides there.
Wait, you know what? Look at this one, though. This one's got white on the dorsal. They are calling it Alba Marginata.
That's crazy. No, they're not supposed to have any white.
Huh.
And I'm pretty sure that they will interbreed with each other. So I don't know if that's like a hybrid or. But you can see there the Alba Marginata, it not supposed to have any white on the dorsal fin.
Yeah.
Whereas the Chinoides does.
This has just a faint tip.
Yep, it does.
Very faint, and it's Chinoides.
Yep. So there's a difference right there. And that's got the black.
Shirley was asking us to show the Alba Marginata.
Right there it is, Shirley. Is that the one?
Is it like this, Shirley?
Let's see what she says in the. Hey, Shirley, is that the one right there? Is that the one you got? That right there is the Albi Marginata. I've had a pair of both. I like the Chinoides a little bit better because they're a little bit bigger, but they're still very small. But you can see them better. Yep, that's it. All right. She said that's the one.
Yeah, and they're out of stock, unfortunately.
I wonder if they have the Chinoides. They might be.
So they're out of stock on all but these two.
Can you click on one and see what the cost is? Does it show?
Yeah, right at the bottom. When they're in stock, it says they're $29.95 down here.
Okay.
For this Albi Marginata.
It's either 54 or 59 for the pair, I think.
Yeah, $55 for the pair.
Yep. That's not too bad considering that, you get them, they're really cool, and then they're mouth breathers, so you can, when they spit those fry out, they're ready for baby brine shrimp immediately. So
yeah,
they're taken care of.
Right.
And they're not really that picky with their other food either. They'll take flake or little micro pellets.
Right.
They probably really love the frozen foods like frozen brine shrimp.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder.
I don't think go down.
Boy, yours is swallowing the eggs, huh? Your Unimaculata, your beta, are small. They're not even hatching out, or
who's that?
Your beta. It's swallowing the eggs or the fry.
The Unimaculata, yeah. That's what I'm thinking he's doing.
I wonder why.
I was told that sometimes it takes them several times. I mean, this is a new. I just got this.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
It might take a while for them to get to the point where they're actually. I know the same thing happens with angelfish sometimes. They'll eat their first 10 clutches or whatever, and then they only get it right.
Right.
And then they'll breed you out of house and home.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be right there, Jesse. That for the bigger fish, different kind of filtration than sponge filters.
My wood peacocks over there, they're doing great. That tank's clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 sponge filters.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
That's what I do.
Maybe try it and see. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, the back to Adrian's fish room, all he has is sponge filters, and he's got acaras and a bunch of other fish in a big tank, 8-footer, big angelfish, big acaras. Yeah. But anyway, all right, kids.
All right.
I'm going to have to hit the road because my wife just got home, and as much as I love you guys, I love her more.
That's right. At the end of the day, she's who you're with.
Yeah. I don't know about Oscars. Ask June if she's still here.
I got big. They're for 60-gallon tanks. I got 2 of them in my 75.
Yeah. Hey, Drew.
Hey, there he is. Albi Marginata wild pairs for $40 from the same. Oh, you got the macrostoma from the Catfish Den on Bandit. Oh, wow.
So yeah, Shirley, Drew, do you guys reach out to each other on Facebook or what's it called?
Messenger?
Yeah. So maybe Drew can hook you up with where you got the Albi Marginata, the wild pairs.
$40. That's a good price.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a good price.
Yeah. All right, kids.
All right, Ron, thank you
for being here. We've got almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 44 minutes. And
thanks for the live stream, Ron.
Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
And thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it, every one of you. It's always a pleasure. We'll see you back next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Cheers. Yep. Thanks for looking.
Have a nice day, everybody.
Bye-bye.